Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to teach you how to make this darling baby blanket. It's an easy 1-row repeat and you can easily customize it to any size. I originally made this as a gift for my cousin who just had a baby, so the original written pattern is for a baby blanket size. So let's talk about the supplies you're going to need to make this blanket. So first up, you're going to need between 980 and 1200 yards of any worsted weight acrylic yarn. In my original pattern, I used Color Theory by Lion Brand, but I no longer have any Color Theory on hand. So this is just a skein of, I think this is Brava worsted from We Crochet. So I'm going to be using that to make the sample in today's video. And then you'll need a crochet hook that best suits your tension. I used a 5mm crochet hook for my blanket, pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, and a tape measure. So to get our blanket started, we are going to make a foundation chain of 128. Now, if you want your blanket to be bigger or smaller, you are simply going to increase or decrease the amount of starting chains in any multiple of 4. But for the original written pattern, you are going to start with 128 chains. However, for the purpose of this video, I'm only going to make a foundation of 16 chains since I'm just making a small square on camera today. So go ahead and pause this video, work your foundation chain. Again, if you're making the baby blanket size, it's going to be 128 chains. And then I will meet you back here to start our first row of this blanket. All right, now once you've completed your foundation chain, again, I'm just making a small sample square on camera today, but you should have 128 chains or any multiple of 4, depending on what you'd like your desired blanket size to be. So to begin our first row of this blanket, you're going to work into the 3rd chain from the hook. You're going to make 3 double crochets in that 3rd chain from the hook. And now once you've made those 3 double crochets, go ahead and chain 2. And then you're going to work a single crochet into the next chain. And now you're going to skip 2 chains. And now we're going to repeat. So you're going to work 3 double crochets into this next chain. And once you've worked those 3 double crochets, go ahead and chain 2. Work a single crochet in this next chain here. And now you're going to skip the next 2 chains. And now we're going to do that sequence one more time. So 3 double crochets in this next chain. And once you've made those double crochets, go ahead and chain 2 and work a single crochet in the very next chain. And now you're going to skip 2 chains and work that sequence again. 3 double crochets in the next chain. Chain 2 and make a single crochet in the next chain. For me, this is the very last chain of this row. So what you're going to do is you're going to pause this video. You're going to continue that sequence all the way across, and you will end with a single crochet, or at least you should end with a single crochet in the very last chain of your foundation. So go ahead and pause this video. Continue to repeat that sequence all the way across, and then I'll meet you back here to start the next row. Welcome back to my baby blanket crochet tutorial. So once you have finished your very first row, go ahead and chain 2. and turn your work. And now from here on out, all you're going to do is locate these chain 2 spaces, and this is where we're going to be working into for the duration of this blanket project. So in this first chain 2 space, once you've turned your work, find that first chain 2 space, and you're going to make 3 double crochets in that chain 2 space. And now you're going to chain 2, and into the same chain 2 space, you are also going to work a single crochet stitch. And now we're going to move on to the next chain 2 space. We're going to repeat that same sequence. So 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2, and make a single crochet also in the same chain 2 space. And now moving on to our next chain 2 space, we're going to do the same. So 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2, and a single crochet stitch, all in that same chain 2 space. And once again, find your next chain 2 space, make 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2, and make a single crochet. So for me, this brings me to the end of my second row. So go ahead and pause this video, repeat that sequence all the way across in every chain 2 space all the way across, and then I'll meet you back here to start the third row. And welcome back to my crochet baby blanket video tutorial. So once you've completed your second row, go ahead and chain 2. And now we're just going to repeat this second row that we just did. We're going to turn our work and we're going to repeat that row for this row and every other row for this blanket. So to get you started, again, you're going to locate this first chain 2 space and you're going to work 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2, and make a single crochet. And now you're just going to continue for the rest of this pattern. You're just going to continue to repeat this second row that you did here. You're going to repeat that row over and over and over again until your blanket is your desired height, or in my case, mine was 37 inches square. So 37 inches long this way by 37 inches tall. So go ahead and pause this video. You're going to continue to repeat that second row until your blanket is your desired size. And then I'll meet you back here. There is an optional finishing row that we can put on because the bottom, some people don't like that the bottom of this, this blanket is flat while the sides tend to be scalloped. You can't really see it here, but you can start to see it here. The sides are scalloped like this, and then the top is scalloped. But then the bottom of the blanket remains flat, and some people don't like that. For me personally, I left it as is, but I did come up with a optional finishing row if you wanted your top row if you wanted to kind of flatten out the top row to match the bottom of the blanket. So again, go ahead and pause this video. work the rest of your blanket, and then I'll meet you back here to put on that finishing row. And welcome back. So you should have a full blanket by now. I still just have my little sample here, but I did want to take a minute to show you how to put on a finishing row. If you want the bottom of your work, or if you want the top of your work to look like the bottom of your work, because as you can see here, we have scalloped edges, we have a scalloped top, but then the bottom is still kind of flat, although there's a little wave to the bottom, and for me that's fine, but I know that there's other people out there that really would prefer to even out the top. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So once you've come to the end of the very last row that you worked, go ahead and chain 1 and turn your work. And now you are going to work 1 single crochet in this chain 2 space here. And then you're going to work 1 single crochet in each of the 3 double crochets. You will skip the single crochet and work directly into the next chain 2 space. Again, just working a single crochet. And now you're going to work a single crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet stitches. And once again, you're going to skip over the single crochet in the previous row and then work directly into the chain 2 space, single crochet, and then work 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet stitches. And one more time, you'll locate the next chain 2 space, work 1 single crochet in that, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 double crochet stitches. And you're just going to repeat that all the way across. So basically you're working a single crochet in every double crochet and in every chain 2 space all the way across, and you are skipping the single crochets from the previous row. So now you can see that kind of evens the top of our work a little bit. Okay, so you've got scalloped edges on the sides now, but at least your bottom and your top are even. And that concludes today's video tutorial, you guys. I hope you enjoyed making this blanket. I really found this to be a very enjoyable and relaxing project. I really enjoyed the fact that it was just a 1 row repeat. So it was just super simple, very calming project to work on. And honestly, I can see this being a go-to project for me many times in the future. I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.